Hello everyone, welcome to day 27 of Wild Writing in the Time of Corona. Before we start today's workshop, I would like to just say to those of you who are writing your own poems, who are perhaps not wanting to contribute onto the Facebook page, that's absolutely fine, but I would encourage you and everyone out there to have a particular look at yesterday's poems, where we wrote poems about an environmental issue, and I have to say that there were some stunning poems there yesterday, so I really would recommend you to look. But today we're carrying on with our usual 6 categories. You're going to make a choice of a word to go into each category, or words, and you're going to try and write a poem then of at least 4 lines using at least 4 of the words. Today is going to be slightly different because I'm going to give you a title to work with. So I'm going to start off with our list 1 to 6. So here we go. Number 1 is something you would find in a garage. Anything you would find in a garage. Number 2 is some sort of tool. So something you'd use presumably to make something with. Number 3 is something sharp. So however you choose to interpret that. Number 4 is money or currency. Again, a very wide category. Money or currency. Number 5 is as wide as it gets. Its category is music. So any type of music. It can be an instrument, can be a song, can be a piece of music, anything at all. And number 6 is some sort of injury. Some sort of injury. Now, I'm going to ask you in just a moment to write your choices out, because they will contribute to your poem, obviously, and I don't want the title to influence your choices. So I'm going to say, could you pause for just a second and make your choices now. Okay. Now that you've made your choices, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the title of the poem. So the title is How To ... And so you can see from the title that the title requires finishing in a way, so you might find that your title leads straight into your first line. You might also find, although not necessarily, you might also find that you end up writing the poem in the imperative mood. What that means is you might be starting your lines with a lot of commands, words telling people to do things, or you might just be instructing them. The title lends itself to that sort of poem. How you use it is up to you. You might want to have the title completely separate, as in how to. You might want to make the title how to and then say what you want your reader to fill in the gap with, if that makes sense. Okay, so a poem called How To. You have to construct the subject and use at least 4 words from your list. Okay, we have our usual equipment. Very simple, paper and pen, or as I always say, however you do this. So I hope you have fun with it. You ready? And start. Okay, I hope, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed doing that. I did today. I think I liked the openness of the title. Although before I read you mine, I want to assure you that this is not, the poem sounds a little bit confessional. It's not. I invented a persona for it, yeah, you have to see what you think. My choices were the usual random ones that come into my head early in the morning. Number 1 was a deck chair, as I have one in my garage. Number 2 was a hammer. Number 3 was broken glass. Number 4 was an old sixpence, so it's a very small silver coin. Number 5 was a singer called Mercedes Sosa. and she's singing a song in Spanish that translates to "I only ask God." I've just a song that came to my mind when I put music. And the injury is a broken wrist, which, touch wood, I've never had. Okay, so the poem is called How To. How to. Pick up the pieces after your heart has been broken, after the light has gone from you, after the skin has no touch but your own. Begin by putting the pieces of your life on a table before you. The sixpence from your purse, her photograph in the frame, grass long cracked before the end came. Lay there, the shiny new steel hammer she'd used to mend the fence that summer. Pieces of plaster she'd craned on the cast of your long ago broken wrist. Look at the pieces of your life. Leave them for a while. Things break, fall apart. Bones and glass can shatter. Go out one day when the sun shines. Unfold the deck chair. You may not want to, but do. Face it to the sun. Lie in it. Absorb the heat that travels to you from 1,000,000 miles away. Put some music on loud. Try Mercedes Sosa singing Solo Lapido Adios. Lose yourself in the sound of the song and the warmth of the sun. They can make you whole. Okay, I think I quite like that one. I like the kind of, I like trying to tell someone what to do to feel better. Does that make sense? Anyway, I very much look forward to reading what you write. I am more than happy for you to write to me privately if you wish. My email is contrarycass@gmail.com, and I look forward to, as I say, seeing what you wrote, and to tomorrow's workshop, which will be day 28, when we will be doing something very different. You have a very good day and take care of yourselves wherever you are. Goodbye.